Yo, what if Puff Daddy was cast in Star Wars? NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing you that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. And what is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, we about to get into Droppin' Jewelz. It's a beautiful Friday, and I'm not gonna waste your time. We're gonna move it right along. But Droppin' Jewelz is about, picking up on a couple of things that we missed during the week. So, Star Wars has dropped a bunch of beautiful images in the new Vanity Fair article. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen these images, have already gone through them, but there have been messages asking me what I think, and I'm not going to get into the article because I'm going to do that on Sunday at Jedi Alliance. But right now, I'm going to just talk about a couple of the images and leave the rest of the article stuff and all the good meaty details for Sunday. So let's start up with Rey. I just love how this shot shows her looking like she's in full control of the Force now. It seems like she's probably maybe in the middle of her training, and she's, I guess, taking that extra step forward to believe in, the stronger, the deeper depths of the Force. And it just looks cool, man. She just looks extremely, well-trained because we know who is training. So next up, we got Rey and Chewie kicking it at the front of the Falcon. That's right, getting a cockpit relaxation on. If they had 2 drinks, I'd have been cool with it. It's just cool to see just the real set and see Chewie and her kind of side by side, because that they're carrying on for our fallen soldier and Han Solo. And I just love, once again, any shot of the Falcon because it's so real that I love seeing all the detail inside of the Falcon. It's beautiful. On to the other one, we have the Rebels. That's right, we finally have an image of Finn, Poe, Princess Leia, or General and / Princess Leia, and of course a very new character. And if you're not exactly sure who that is, I'll leave that up for you. I'm not going to spoil it. You should read about it, but she is a rebel. And word on the street is she's going to be very important in this movie. Moving on, we got just General Leia by herself. Man, yo, look, that coat. That coat, that's a boss coat. That coat is a real coat. Look, General Leia looking fly in that joint. Do not sleep. And after that, we're engaged and entertained by a photo of this Bala Galactic Gala. I mean, you look at everyone in there. It's so detailed. It's so beautiful. It's so black tie. It's just so nice, I guess you could say. I mean, that it's very proper, very beautiful, very well designed. I mean, every stitch of clothing, every piece of makeup, it is just gold stars for Star Wars. So real quick, when we move to the next joint, we get to see the crew of the droids. That's right, R2-D2, C-3PO, they just cold chilling. R2 is like, yo man, look, I ain't getting no love last movie. I'm here for mines. And you got C-3PO looking a little behind the scenes right now. But it's really cool just to see a set photo where people are kind of building and working and in the process. But we got some more images. And before I move on, I want to remind you guys that you can find me on Black Hollywood Live, the first online network for African Americans. You go right there, check it out on blackhollywoodlive.com. They have after shows, celebrity interviews, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, and all that. And once you finish checking that out from week to week, you can keep involved with youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So we move on to a couple of more images. These next 2 images that we're going to get into are, some touching and heartfelt images, because we're going back to Leia, but then these are a little more sentimental because you have Leia and, Carrie Fisher and her daughter in this one image that is it's loving. It's a very loving photo. And then you have the photo of Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher, and it's just so loving. And both of these embraces, both of these photos, just they say so much, and they mean so much to so many people that have just loved her character for years. You know, she has been an integral part of the team. You know, she's part of the crew, man, and just to see these images, to see her loving embrace with her loved ones was just it's magic, man. These photos are really dope. So to move on and not be outdone is Laura Dern as the Vice Admiral. Yo, look, peep that dress. She's keeping it fashion forward for the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? She's like, look, you can't only govern. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only am I going to govern, but I'm going to be fly though. Moving on, we have, that's right, we got Del Toro in his role, you know, all suited and, you know, makeup up and hair all wacky and everything. And Benicio is very interesting in this photo because he looks like the dude that you don't want to meet in a dice game. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he will steal anything from you. Ladies, this is not the man that you take home to meet your daddy. This is the guy that you don't trust in any deal because he's going to double cross you. Like, you see this guy looks like he's definitely some scum and villainy. All right, he was definitely any of those dudes that would be at the cantina. He was there. And last but not least, we have our first order photos. We have Kylo Ren. They look like they're back for round 2. They seem, just in this photo, they seem very, very astute, very matter of fact. And I think that photo says a lot because, you know, this is the First Order's team. You know, you got Hux, you got Kylo, you got I cannot think of her name right now, but Phasma, and you got all of them together looking like, you know, okay, we took our lumps, now we're coming back, and you best be ready. And I'm psyched for this because when you see this, you see they just have a very serious and pointed look about them. And I think that's something that's hopefully going to translate extremely well onto the screen. So guys, come on, man. You know I want to know, what do you think about these photos? I mean, we got a ton of them. So jump down in the comments, holler at me, I'm gonna holler at you. And we got to move on, and you know I got to talk about none other than that Diddy. Next up, now who would have thought that I would have a show with Puff Daddy and Star Wars in the same sitting? Yo, man, roll the clip.
Music that was making the ground shake.
How Puff changed the whole thing. Hit records after hit after hit after hit.
Definition of. See, that's right. Bad Boy has a documentary coming out based on the company, based on, of course, Puff Daddy that kind of shepherded the whole thing along. Everybody's in there talking about his vision, how he kind of pushed this forward, how he kind of brought a new era to hip hop. And the documentary, even though I'm very intrigued about documentaries about musicians, about kind of like captains of industry, whether it's music, whether it's, no matter what it is. But I will say that this documentary does have kind of VH1 behind the music quality to it. And this is no diss to VH1. What I'm saying is, like, for a documentary that's most likely going to be, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be a theatrical release, but I just feel like it should look a little higher in quality. And it kind of just comes off as a Puff piece. Ha, you get it? Puff piece. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to. But he talks about, it just shows so many things that we all love about Puff and kind of hate about Puff at the same time. Like, Puff is so extra. Like, he makes this comment about God-like.
I like God-like, when God's light comes through.
And you take that mixed with this, which is his final statement.
I don't want the Chrysler that looks like the Phantom. I want the Phantom.
And stuff like that is just, yo, man, it's Puff. It's just like, I feel like this is gonna be something that is unintentionally funny. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I can't wait to see it. But I already know from this trailer, it looks like it's definitely gonna be a Puff piece. they don't seem like they're going to be getting deep into like the inner workings of the timeline and the history at Bad Boy. It looks like more of just like something to glamorize Puff Daddy, which means that it's probably going to be full of stuff that we're all kind of like unintentionally giggling about. It's Puff, man. It's Puff. So, guys, I'm sure you've seen the trailer. If you haven't, the trailer is in the link down below. Holla at me. I'm going to holla at you. I really want to know what you think about a documentary about Bad Boy, but more on Puff, but about Bad Boy. Let me know what you think, because I am interested to see what in the world this fool is going to say. So anyway, of course, like I said, holla at me, and I'll see you in next up. Oh yeah, I am so excited for this Castlevania trailer. Well, it's a little teaser, isn't it? We don't get a lot of, footage, but before we get to the footage, how cute is this? I mean, seriously, the setup for this Castlevania trailer already shows that they're at least, enveloped in the spirit of kind of like the NES era and stuff like that, and letting you know that, we're respecting, what this came from, and I think that's super dope. So let's get into the actual footage. As you can see, this is some slick animation. There's just so much to like about how it's colored, how it's shaded, the way it's lit. You have some extremely beautiful layout. In these shots, a lot of times you'll find out that animation needs to be laid out a certain way, just like cinematography needs to be laid out a certain way so that you can get the emotion from a scene. And the way these shots are coming off are just dope. And to line up all of this, to follow up all of this, to support and back up all of this is a great music selection. Like the music, the way it builds in this is already like, wow, you guys are really taking a swing at this. Like you guys are going full steam ahead. And I can't do anything but respect how dope and how hard it looks like these guys are working to make this show a success, man. Like, I am truly into this trailer, from the action, from the little quotes that we get, the small pieces, the way it's laid out. And of course, I am always into supernatural action. Supernatural action, the fight between good and evil, has been something that I've been down with and into ever since I was a wee tot. So I'm excited. And then a statement like this at the end,
the man who'll kill Dracula,
wraps this whole thing up like a bow for me. I am ready. I'm excited. The detail is dope. The animation looks slick. The way it's laid out is on point. I can't wait to see the fight scenes, to, just see how it's, just how it comes together, man. This is dope. I'm gonna have to do some research to see who's like boarding these fight scenes and who's laying this stuff out, because it looks very, very dope, man. I'm excited to see how fresh this is coming off, especially from a property that is aged pretty well over the years, and now to see this fresh take is just, I'm excited for it, man. So I'm hoping that you're excited. This is Castlevania, man. It's one of the unbeatable games that used to frustrate me when I was little, but it's here, it's animated, and it looks like the people that are working for it care. And when it comes to caring, when you get people that care about a project and you put them with Netflix, it seems like nothing but gold happens. So jump down in the comments, holla at me, I'ma holla at you, and get onto your Friday. But before you get onto your Friday, I gotta tell you to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check out all my videos from the oldest, the newest, the latest, the greatest, they're all right there. And then don't forget to hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player, and don't forget to get one for them players. And I want to say thank you for hitting me up on patreon.com/ThatNERDSoul. If you want to help build NERDSoul, that's where you go. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that NERDSoul. That's right, there is no better way I can tell other people that you like what you are watching. And of course, my shout outs got to go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And really, what role could Puff Daddy play in Star Wars? I feel like I want to see that, strangely. Peace.